why lift this thing up into the air? Like, how much force would that require in order to do that? Why not just roll the bloody door to the side? Like, that's the thing that surprises me more than this. The fact that this big bloody door hides a tiny little door. Like, why? Why lift it up? I'm just asking too many questions at this point. But no. Big, bloody, massive vault door. Just hiding a small one. That's the portal humor I like. It's the small stuff. But that means, yeah, we're gonna go deeper and deeper. It's time for us to explore the old tests of Aperture. And of course, you guys still had all of this water stuff. Like, why did you even have this much waste? Like, what even is this stuff? Why is it so deadly? Why do you have got so many of it? And also, yeah, how structurally sound is this place? Yeah, this is fine. For real. This place is such a massive mess, but also it's so awesome to look at. It's like to realize that these globe things are actually the test chambers. Okay, Wheatley is making an awful lot of ruckus up there if it's causing all kinds of stuff to break down here. Like, all we did was fall down an elevator shaft for a very long time. Is that? That's where we need to go. Fine. Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, I still remember this part. I'm just gushing over the past right now, but I love this so much.
Aperture science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
And she's a lovely person indeed. Would be a shame if that were to change. But no, Aperture Science Innovators. Which means that this is actually the entrance of where the war heroes, Olympians and whatnot, yeah, main lift to the surface. That would be useful if that was still working, but the fact that they placed all of this 5 kilometers down and let war heroes and Olympians and whatnot join the tests and then force them down this deep underground. Why not start at the top? Like, why not work your way down with the tests? Questions. Anyway, can I make it there? Yes, I can. Thank you. Notice. Please excuse the inconvenience. This elevator is out of service until they didn't even have the foresight to say when this would open again. Like, even if you place down, it will open in 3033. When does Portal actually take place? Like, at what point in the future are we actually? I don't even know the timeline of this world. Anyway, I'm a little bit surprised by the fact that that thing already fell out. Like, my memory is playing with me in this case, because I thought it would only fall out after you actually jumped against it and went through it, but apparently not. But it at least works to get your focus to that thing, so you've got an idea as to what you might have to do in the nearby future. Okay, I was wondering, why can't I place a portal there? No. Let's see, we want a blue one there, orange right over here, and through we go. right after we smash our face against the wall. Yeah, if we didn't have brain damage before, we probably have brain damage by now.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
That is the Portal humor that I love. It's just so silly. Like, it would be awesome though if we could find a praying mantis man corpse somewhere, but like just the bones. They'll probably have faded along in time. Nonetheless, Cave Johnson. I don't think we actually learned about Cave Johnson in the first game, right? Like, that's how bad my memory is. I don't remember if we learned about Cave Johnson in the first game, even though I just played it. But yeah, local entrepreneur buys salt mine, brings science industry to Upper Michigan. He started as a shower curtain salesman. Aperture Science companies, Aperture Science. So it started in 1949. Interesting. Best New Science No, it started in 1947. Spirit of Idaho, National Potato Board Awards. National Potato Board for the promotion of potato science, 1955. Thank God he's got his priorities straight. And Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943. Aperture fixtures. Very awesome. U.S. Department of Defense, Contract of the Year, runner-up. Okay. And Contract of the Year, runner-up. Really? Twice runner-up? That's a shame. That must have stung a little bit, doesn't it, Cave Johnson? Anyway, I'm looking around a little bit too much. It's time to get to the testing. Time to see if we can go and deal with propulsion gels, even though I don't see any blue or yellow lines on the floor. That's where we just were. And so easily we could just return there. Or maybe not. Could you theoretically be forced to go all the way back through all of this if you place a portal on the wall here? About those portal walls. Okay, this is something that's always, well, it has bothered me ever since I learned about it, but yes, portals. You can place them on these kinds of walls. Other walls don't work at all. We learn in the nearby future that it's because of moon rocks, forming a perfect base for a portal conductor and whatnot. Why is that stuff used on most of the walls in Aperture, but not all of them? Like, why have some walls got that stuff? Why was it even used for all the normal walls? I've got questions. Anyway, ashtray, guess we can't take anything up with us. Please wait for an attendant to begin the lift. I'm strong, I'm independent. What could go wrong? And hey, if we want to go back all the way to the surface, we're gonna have a lot of elevators in our nearby future. As long as they have elevator music, then everything will be fine. But hey, you never know what you might get. But no, to now go into these spheres, to start the old tests, find your way back up. Well, most importantly, find Gladys. I know that these things can't just fall, but nonetheless, the mere sound of that already makes me terrified. Gel flow. There we go. Blue one. Okay, so we definitely want a portal here. That begs the question, though, what is expected of us now? Because I don't fully know. That might be. It wasn't there? Yeah, that's it. That's what we need. We need you, and then you. And this would give us enough speed to fling ourselves forwards. All the way across. Stuck the landing. No issue, no problem. I know what I'm doing. Everything is fine. Pump station Alpha. Alright, let's get this gel flowing. I want to play around with this stuff. I'm not sure which gel I like the most. Like, you had the blue, you had the orange, and you had the white. White obviously takes the first spot because, hey, it is used for making more portals. But what's more fun? Being speedy? Or just bouncing across without a care in the world? Like, the bouncing is also very fun. And I'd like to have a portal right over here, thank you. I really had to place that just a tad higher. I thought that beam was up a little bit closer. But anyway, where are we trying to go? Might be a very good question. Probably just there. So, let's see what we got. Safety first. Together we can make 1956 the lowest unexpected casualty annum ever. The fact that that is a thing, that this is a poster, just, wow. Just wow.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Who needs giants anyway? You gotta first find the giants. It's better to just do it yourself. We do our own science here. Of course, some of that science is rather questionable in nature. Like,
All right, let's get started.
for real.
This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Yeah, apparently. Some of these tests that happened here in the past are like, why? Why is there a control group with blue paint? Was that an accident? Was that part of the test? Why? Anyway, we are here. So, yeah, there'd be a lot of test chambers. Well, time to work our way upwards. Only one shaft. Makes you wonder how many tests they had running at the same time. Like, how many people of those war heroes and Olympians would sign up for all this kind of madness? Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portal quantum tunneling device. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shafts 09 enrichment activities. Well, I'm glad that we have it, and I am so glad that they made the portal gun just a little bit more hand-holdy. Or being capable of being held in the hand. Like, to wear that thing on your back, just nah. The repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietic pudding substitute. It's true, the gel is a sweetener, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of the dietist's distended stomach and out of his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelves. You think, like, that sounds like the worst possible thing you could ever do. Yeah. For more information, consult the following fact placards. Yeah, I was wondering about that one. Lawsuit concerning. Definitely. Outrage over. Public outrage. Boy. Some things just shouldn't be made. But anyway. Bouncy gel. I love it. And also, small music change once you do make the jump. That little jingle. I love that detail. It just adds so much. But anyway, we're here to test. We're here to find a way upwards. I do prefer the new buttons. Yes, the old buttons are fine. They're also big and red and a little bit more mechanical, but I like the new ones better. But that does mean we are going to be in need of a cube. So first things first, can I get myself that cube? And where are we gonna get it? No, you, my friend, are gonna come right with me. These are made out of wood. Yeah, that's a wood texture. Huh. I never realized that. Anyway, you go over there, we go across, nothing's wrong.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group.
No?
They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages.
Nah.
That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded
Exactly.
messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
Make more pre-recorded messages. Everyone loves pre-recorded messages. I mean, you never know what might happen. If stuff goes horribly wrong, you want to have another pre-recorded message to deal with whatever might be going horribly wrong. Anyway, you go over here. I think up there will suffice. Here we go. So, we want to go over... Do we want to go over here? I don't think we want to go... Where do we want to go? Like again, this is the case of stuff is a whole lot bigger and... This is a dead end. Where do I want to go? I want you here. Where is my next stop? Oh, really? It's that simple. This is what I mean. There's so much stuff going on. It's very easy to miss what I'm trying to look for.
In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors.
Probably bad.
Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Just why? For real. Like, what if you accidentally had a war hero or Olympian sit on one of those chairs? Yes, they probably signed a waiver and whatnot and a contract to not file charge and anything, but nonetheless. This place really has gone downhill over time. Anyway, I want you. That means I definitely want you and... There we go. Oh, a little bit lower. Thank you. Oh. That did not happen. Nobody saw that. There we go. First try. Everything's fine. We even had spray paint on the floor before we wanted to place. I'm so glad that you guys improved over the years. Because that is just... Nah. You can do better. You've shown to be better. Everything is fine. So you go right over here. Go. And... Hello. I think that should be enough. Yeah. Just one simple hop, skip, and jump across. And we can't take the cube with us. So... This. You think it wouldn't work. But then all of a sudden it does work. It's just... I love the blue gel. And again, I don't know if it's better than the orange gel. They're just both glorious. Anyway, you go all the way up here. I'm not sure what for. Probably to open that up. But what about the hole here? Is that of... That is of many concern. Yeah, we definitely don't want to go down there. Alright, I thought maybe there is something hidden down there that we might need. Something interesting. But, nah. So. Back to the wall we go. Back to the wall we go, thank you. And... Easy peasy. We're a natural, Cave Johnson.
In case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
And you used it originally for a substitute for food and whatnot to make it bounce off of people's intestines. Yeah, I'm very glad that those tests stopped working at one point. But no, here you can probably see, hey, we are inside one of those big sphere things. Very awesome. And every sphere has the bloody stuff inside of it. Why? But no, the repulsion gel, the madness that must have happened when that stuff was being developed. Oh boy.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way.
Oh.
Keeps out the rats.
Brilliant.
Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
I love Cave Johnson. I love Portal's humor. It's just glorious. But no, asbestos be bad. That's for sure. Which for now means I prefer the asbestos over the goopy goop going on right over here. So please let's not fall off. Let's not lean on the railing. Everything will be fine. And we are trying to go where exactly? Where would my portable wall be? Thank you very much for a few lights here and there. I'm kind of dependent on them here. So, very nice up here. Staying away from the goop. I want you. Thank you.
I like your style.
Thank you.
You make up your own rules, just like
See,
me.
pre-recorded messages.
Couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
That's rude. But also, in the sense of this world, kind of funny. Even though it is kind of rude. Anyway, button. Which means I didn't expect us to already start with this. But I'm okay with it. Our first feel of painting our own world blue. That's not high enough. Okay, for starters, I know this doesn't hurt us in any way, but let's not get covered in the repulsion gel, okay? I mean, it's probably a bad idea. I'm just gonna place it over there so I don't want to feel blue, okay? Let's see. Can I get a little bit of stuff over there? A little bit here. There we go. Have a little bit everywhere while we're at it. And I'm placing this stuff at intervals where I probably have to wait a little bit longer. But, this is fine. So, what we need is to be all the way up there, which we can easily get to right now. Do we have anything else? No, we are looking for just a normal way across. So, here we go. Easy peasy. Normal portals. You go over there. Then I've got all the speed that I need. I think I've got all the speed that I need. I don't have all the speed that I need because I still need more blue stuff. Of course. I knew I was missing a part. Really? God. Alright, let's try that again. In this case, with a little bit of blue. Okay, that took a while to travel. Good enough. So, blue there. And orange. Giving us the speed. Giving us the bounciness.
Just a heads up.
Totally
that
safe.
coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Which makes me wonder, is it part of the test for you to tell that right now? Because you're trying to figure out what happens if that happens to a person? Because otherwise you would not make a pre-recorded message on that. But at the same time, we are talking about Cave Johnson, so you never know. Maybe it is just a pre-recorded message. Nonetheless, I'm so glad to not be working at Aperture Science. Like, no matter how much you would pay. Definitely not $50, but no matter how much you would pay.
Group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Again, Why were these tests even done? And we're covered. Yep, we probably should be dead right about now, but we're fine. Why was that? Again, if you guys knew that this stuff didn't like the human skeleton very much, why was this place right at the entrance? Well, hopefully this will clean it off. Nothing wrong. We're no longer bouncy. Well, just the idea of that. Have someone be covered in the bouncy gel and then throw him against the wall. What happens? He's gonna keep on bouncing everywhere like a big human bouncy ball. And you know how much a bouncy ball with an irregular shape bounces about the place and how uncontrollable that is. That stuff be madness. Anyway, I need you. Right over there. Then we've got the speed. Press the button. Turn that off. Come on. Hurry. Hurry. No. Ow. I don't want to feel blue, okay? God. No, everything is fine. Easy peasy. Didn't even... I could have used the ceiling there, I guess. Nah, no need. Let's move onwards. Let's see what other tests you've got.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
How do you know about the fact that it will wipe out time entirely, though? Like, if that's just a theory, how can you know? In any case, a little bit of blue right over there should probably be a nice bouncy pad for me to go upwards. And... blue there, orange here, everything is fine. A little bit of speed, and there we go. Oh, and here's already a little bit of a clue in regards to the white gel. Back when you don't even know about it yet. That's nice. We can go there. Can we go? We can't yet go. We can go there, but not yet. Okay, where do we have to go? We gotta go up the staircase. Easy peasy. Yeah, this is probably fine. This is just the way back in case you mess up. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, we're not done yet. We need you. And we need a little bit of orange. Right there. Haha. Nice. Do we need more? We might need more. Just in case. You never know if we might need more. But that will hopefully be fine. That's for us, or a way to get across. Probably. I don't think we need to have the blue gel over here, but it doesn't hurt to have it there. Did I really launch the portal as the blue stuff was still here? That's fine. Anyway, you go over here. Then we have got more than enough speed to make the jump right over here with a blue portal. And a little bit of bounciness. Haha. Just the fact that this gel was added. It's so weird, but it fits this world so well. And it is just so much fun to play around with portals. So I will gladly take it, and I will now have to try and find out where the hell I'm gonna have to go. And again, the answer be so bloody obvious, but you gotta look around a little bit to even find it.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests.
Better get used to it.
The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction.
Nah.
I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Yep, let's do this. I don't like the fact that I'm constantly being closed in, but it is what it is. Anyway, I have got a feeling that this cube could use just a splash of blue. And this is what I mean with a human bouncy ball. Like, just imagine a human covered in blue slime or blue gel and bouncing around like this across a room. How would that... Now that would be a fun test, Cave Johnson. How would that deal with the human skeleton and whatnot? Like, even if you place it down very gently, blue gel doesn't care. But how would that react to the human skeleton? Will the human just completely break all its bones? Will anything else happen? Will the gel protect him? Like, questions. Anyway, you go over here. That means elevator goes down. Then we want to have you. A little bit of blue. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Now this should thus be enough space to go over here. Then with a little bit more blue. We've got a... With a little bit more blue. We've got our way ahead. There we go. I love these tests.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you, box your stuff out the front door, parking lot, car, goodbye.
I want to know the story about what happened there. Like, yeah. Nonetheless, though, something just broke, probably more of the wall, because, hey, this thing just keeps on bouncing and bouncing forevermore, until at one point it might accidentally run into the cleaning gel. That's what happened. Yeah, what are the odds of it actually hitting that? At one point. But no, science, why not? Yeah, maybe, but also you were too preoccupied whether you could that you stopped thinking whether or not you should. Or something like that. Some famous person in a movie once said that. But hey, that be the thing with science.
Although the people at Aperture Science were smart enough to create all these amazing inventions like GLaDOS and the portal gun, I do wonder if they had an end goal in mind. Testing stuff is one thing, but sending it out into the real world is another entirely.